This is going to be a hard one for me to make today. Happy Monday. I would like to take a moment of silence for all of the people in the world who are being oppressed by their governments right now. Thank you. I oftentimes am very sad because of what I see on social media. I see so much suffering, and it breaks my heart. I grew up in the United States, the northeastern, or I guess some people would call where I grew up the Midwest, but northern United States. I grew up wealthy and privileged, and I grew up in a predominantly white environment. And I'm sorry if anything I just said was insensitive, but that's the only way I can think of describing my upbringing. I was so sheltered from the reality of the world in which we live in. And how can that be? I had access to technology, I had history classes and world civilization classes, but I didn't pay attention. I didn't give a crap what I was learning about because I was so focused on my own life and on what I was doing being the only thing that mattered. Thankfully, I have awoken to the reality of this world, and man, am I upset. Sometimes I ask myself, how could humans allow the world to go on like this for so many years, hundreds and hundreds of years? Have humans been oppressing other humans? And I would like to say that this could all be ended in one generation. I would love to see a free and borderless world before I leave this earth. But I know the potential of that reality is unknown. I'm not going to say it's slim, and I'm not going to say it will happen because all I know is right now. But my main goal with this channel is to bring about a borderless world. I have people on my TikTok who comment how unrealistic my goals are. Life would be a little boring if you didn't try to achieve the impossible. I really try not to beat myself up for not going and protesting more, for not donating more money to the Palestinians or the Sudanese people or the Congolese people. I try not to beat myself up for not living off grid and not contributing to this society that we're living in right now. Here, I mean, me, that I'm living in right now, American society. When all of my tax money gets taken and spent on weaponry and military efforts to destabilize other countries and harm other people, to rip families away from each other, immigrant families here in America, I am really, really trying hard not to beat myself up. But my focus has to be on my son in raising him so he doesn't perpetuate any of this madness, so that he can see other humans as human, so he can love this world as deeply as I love this world. I would like to speak a bit on power and the finicky balance it seems to have in this world. Power, control, oppression, strength. The duality that comes with that word is sometimes beyond me. There are times when I feel so powerful, like I have the world in the palm of my hand and it's at my disposal. I can shape it, I can do whatever I would like with it. And then that power is simply crushed by people who have green pieces of paper or various colors of paper, because I know people in other countries have fun looking money. What is power? Power can tear you down, but power can also lift you up, and it can lift others up. So, what type of power are you feeding into? When I sit here and say that I can't do anything, that I can't make any change, I'm feeding into the power that tears people down, that decimates the natural world, instead of feeding into the power that will liberate us all. And everybody has the ability to tap into their power. Not every single human is awakened to their abilities, but I foresee a world in which we are, in which every single human being is awakened. I'm just here for the ride, baby, and I'm playing my part. Buckle up, everyone. I don't know what we're going to be doing today. We'll see what and how Adonis is feeling. I assume we will just be swimming in the pool off and on, which is perfect. I did plan on maybe going to the dog park or the park, but I don't know. I don't really feel like leaving the house today, to be honest. My heart is heavy. And this week I am not feeling the best, so I think it's best if we just chill at home. I'll see you in a bit. Thanks for listening to my talk.
No.
Fold laundry with me while I yap away about meaningless things. And when I say meaningless, I don't necessarily mean that what I am saying is nonsense. In the grand scheme of life, everything humans are doing is meaningless. It sounds so pessimistic, but it's the truth. I had a near-death experience recently, and it has drastically shifted my perspective on life and what truly matters to me. Because wherever a specific individual is, like you or me, our perspective on life is going to be different based on what's happened. And what happened to me shifted my perspective. So many things that humans focus on doesn't matter. We're here for one moment and gone the next. And when you are gone, your achievements leave with you. There are other humans still on this plane of existence, but your achievements, you're not like, you know what I mean? You're not consciously aware of what's going on when you're dead until you are potentially reborn. Potentially reborn. What a beautiful potential. I have this vivid memory, and I don't know if it was real or fake. I don't know what it is, but it's been with me. It's my very first memory. I'm in this beautiful, it's like colors of purple, lilac. It's vibrant, maybe some blue in there too. But I look back and I see a little cottage, and then I'm walking towards a pond of some sort, a body of liquid. I look down into that body of liquid, and then I am born into this realm. What that is, I don't know, but that's my very first memory. Am I remembering the realm that is before we are born into this world? Maybe. I don't know. And I'll never know until I die. But if you're watching this, it means that the algorithm has brought this video to you, or you follow me, and so, hi. It's just another one of Kat's posts. But Humans are meant to experience life, experience Earth, and experience other humans. And I feel like we are too busy doing silly stuff. And the silly stuff is, from my perspective, the silly stuff is desk jobs. And what I do for work is Ubering. I deliver food. I think that's pretty silly to drive around all night and deliver food, or all day and deliver food. Politicians, I think, are silly. At least American politicians are silly. They make decisions and make a lot of money for making stupid decisions. I think religions where the deity is outside of you, I think that's really silly. Your perception and your consciousness is within your own body. That is universe, that's spirit, that's God, that's being, that's consciousness, you know? I think societal gender norms are silly. There are days when I feel more masculine than feminine. I don't shave various parts of my body, which some people would view as being not feminine. I believe some men view women as being more inherently emotional and better caretakers, which I think is silly. I believe men are just not taught how to be good, proper caretakers. My content is going to change a little bit. I feel it. I feel a change occurring. We're here on this realm. We're here on Earth to just simply experience Earth. We're not here to get college degrees. Our education comes from Earth. So, learning about plants and learning how to care for nature and learning how to coexist with nature, which inherently means that we're learning how to coexist with ourselves, because nature is a reflection of ourselves. I have 30 seconds. If you stuck around to this point, you're a real one. But yeah, Yapperville, I think, is where I'm gonna live for a little bit. I kind of have to go through what's going on in my head.